Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our beginner's guide to Balatro, shall we? So in the last game, which was our first one, we did a complete run through with the red deck, and we had no unlocks. Now we have some more. And I'd like to do another run, perhaps use a different deck, and also show you what happens early on in the game with, the few unlocks that we have. If maybe things don't go as well as they could. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we had a really, really nice run the last time, and maybe it's not always like that. So let's see how it can shake out, and we're going to click play. And so we have the red deck. Now I can actually click continue to go to, the game will let you play like basically infinite mode to see how long you can go. But we did this, we beat the game with the red deck, so let's go for a new run. And now you can see we could use the red deck, the blue deck, the yellow deck, the magic deck. That's what we've unlocked so far. So the blue deck gives us an extra hand every round. The yellow deck gives us extra money. And the magic deck says we start the run with the crystal ball voucher and 2 copies of the Fool. So the Fool allows us to create the last tarot or planet card used during the run. But unfortunately, oh, okay. I was going to say we won't have enough slots. No, this gives us 3 slots. So, you know what? I've never tried the magic deck, and let's do it. So we're going to just do this right here. We're still playing on white stake difficulty. I don't even know how to improve the difficulty. Okay. So, these don't do anything until we go to the shop. This would let us get free rerolls, but that's not what we want. We want just a regular shop, so let's go. And we're going to play the small blind. Okay, so remember we have no multipliers. We have nothing special. We just have a regular deck. So we've got 4 to a straight right here, and also 4 to a straight down here. If we sort by suit, we have 3 clubs and 3 spades. So that's interesting. But this is a nice open-ended straight, and what I'm going to do is kick this out of here, and this, and I'll keep the clubs, and then kick everything out. And I'm just going to discard, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 clubs, but we did not achieve an 8 at all. So I'm going to get rid of this, and just get a little bit greedy with it, I suppose. You know what? We would get an extra $1, but we can also just king or an 8 would hit us, so we could go here, 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 and just do this. Oh, dear goodness. Okay. Yeah, alright, let's just take what we can then. Play 2 pair. Alright, I was getting way too greedy, so now we hit that straight. Hilarious. Now, also though, wait, you know what? I think we have a 5 to a flush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So, if you're not sure, by the way, I kind of move quickly on these things because I understand poker. I've played it a bunch, but you can always click on run info just to see which is more valuable, a flush or a straight. And a flush is 35 times 4, and a straight is 30 times 4. So the flush is better. Only 5 better, but, still better. And so if you can hit that, then play it, and we'll play the hand. It could depend on the chip value of the cards that you have, which is better in that situation because the multiplier is the same, but that's fine. We win. So remember, with this deck, you can just use your discards, no problem. We get extra couple bucks, we get $5, we have $9 now. And I really want to buy a Joker. What is this? Rerolls cost $2 less. I really want to buy a Joker but I also want to make sure that we can get a tarot or planet card. Now, these unfortunately don't give that, so we're just going to have to save these. But once we get them, it'll allow us to really piggyback on to the route that we're taking. So this says 1 in 2 chance to create a tarot card when any booster pack is opened. This is cool. And then +1 multiplier per consecutive hand played without scoring a face card. This is not really something I'm super interested in. There is a deck, I believe, that you can get that has no face cards when it starts, so this would be really good there. We could do, though, is buy this, and then buy this, and we get that tarot card. We have a 50% chance. Actually, I'm going to buy this and this, get 2 jokers. This is not a great joker. You have to think about when you get these jokers, like, this joker doesn't affect the board. It doesn't affect the game, except through the tarot cards, but we are getting those when we acquire booster packs. So it's not hitting our chips or our multiplier. It's just helping us grow outside that. So you have to be very careful with things like this and be prepared. I am going to spend the rest of my money right here on this. And hey, it worked out. So we did get this. Unfortunately, we got not my favorite, but what can we get here? Earn $1 at the end of the round, gain $2 when the boss blind is defeated. So this is just money, and this is very nice. So this is like, gives you +5 hand size, but then it gets reduced every round. So this would help us win for a few rounds, and then we'd have to sell this because it would lose its value. But this is nice to get a little bit of surge. This is good for money, and throughout the game, let's say we play 20 rounds, this could give us $20. But I like this for helping us win because we have a card right here that really isn't doing that. So I'm going to select this one. Now, we got the Wheel of Fortune. I didn't take this before in our previous run because it's so swingy, but we have to use it anyway. We could sell it, right? You could click on this and sell it for $1, but I'm going to use it. We have a 25% chance to get it to work, and it says nope. So we could use the Fool to duplicate the Wheel of Fortune. Now, you see when you mouse over the Fool, it does show you what it's going to give you on the left. And again, we'd have that 25% chance to hit. These are very good. These, if we put these on our jokers, however, the problem is I don't plan on keeping these jokers for the whole game. So I'm actually just going to try to get a different card when we open a new pack with our hallucination, potentially. So let's just go to the next round. So this tag doesn't help us get booster packs to trigger this. And again, when I'm playing Balatro and I'm starting out, I'm really looking for any kind of edge and synergy I can get. So this isn't giving me booster packs which synergize with this Joker, so no thank you. Now let's look at the window here. All diamond cards are debuffed, so diamonds won't be good, but that doesn't really matter to us that much right now, so we'll go ahead and select this. Now look how big our hand is because of this guy. This is going to give us some insane situations where we can sort by suit, for example, which we are. We have, 4 spades already out there. We have 4 clubs. So we can just get rid of all of these other... Now we do have 3 kings. Actually, let me see this. Sort by rank. We like... Yeah, okay. I could play king, king, and then do a full house. I could just do 2 pair. The full house is quite hefty. I think I'll do the full house. This is fine. It does get rid of one of our spades for trying to make the flush. However, it gets us halfway to a victory. And right away, you can see, well, we've got a straight in our hand. If we sort by suit, we've got 5 clubs. We almost have a straight flush over here, which is pretty wild. So let's play 5 clubs and see if we win. And if we don't, we could try to get that straight flush. And winner, winner, chicken dinner. You could see this now only gives us +4 hand size, but it's still so good. Tremendous. All right, cash out. $6. Okay. So at this point, we could just buy this, but unfortunately, this is... I don't like to buy a planet card for something like a straight flush, which is so hard to hit. Again, you can look at run info. The things that are up here are the hardest to hit. So straight flush is the hardest rank to get. So trying to build for that is really, really challenging. Even though we're getting a bigger hand size, it's still unlikely. So I'm not going to try to like go all in on that. Now this says adds double the rank of the lowest card held to the multi. I like this one a lot. And you see it has it has a holographic on it, which gives you +10 multiplier. That's insane. So how can we get it? We don't have enough money. Well, I could simply sell one of these for $1 and buy this. And I'm going to do that. I could sell this as well, but I'm just going to sell this right here and buy this. This is really good because it already... so what this means is, like, if you have a 2 in your hand, it'll add that to the multiplier, which is great. But you can control it a bit by discarding low cards and adding that to the multiplier. But then it's also good. It's going to add a flat +10, which is insane, especially early. It costs more money because it's a common, but it's got this holographic treatment. Totally worth it. All right, so we have no money, and that's fine. Let's go. So we get to have this bigger hand, and diamond cards are debuffed, right? Well, look at that. I talked about the straight flush. It's almost right there. Anyway, I'm just going to get rid of these right here, plus this 5. Okay, so we got it. We have 2 flushes in our hand, which is kind of a crazy situation. Unfortunately, we drew this 2, which is really frustrating. But we have this 2 as well. This means that we're only going to get +12, but it's gonna work out well for us. Check this out. So we're adding all of the chips from this flush, and then we win already because of how good this is. This is just carrying us right now. It's so good to get it. And, you know, it's random what's in the shop. That's why I don't really like re-rolling that much, but if you can get it for free and you can search for really nice jokers like this or things that work with you, then you can give yourself a huge advantage. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Well, this joker says, I mean, this is pretty good. So we could buy the lovers and then use the fool on it to get a couple of wild cards. That's always nice. I think what I'll do is buy this just so I can get rid of the fool and use it. And then I'll buy this. I'm hoping to trigger this, which we did not, but look at what we ended up getting. So there's a holographic 4 of diamonds, which just gives you, if you play it, +10 multiplier, which is crazy. But this thing is even better because it's a good card. It's an ace. So if we play this, we get 11 chips, 4 multiplier, and 3 gold. This is stronger, but in terms of its multiplier, but this is more likely to actually be played, in my opinion, so I'm going to pick this one. All right. Let's go. Okay, so now we are on ante 2, and we are facing the small, the big, and the pillar. And this says cards played previously this ante are debuffed. Okay, so we're going to need a variety pack to get there. That's fine. All right, so the small blind requires 800 chips to defeat here at ante 2. And the double tag says get a copy of the next tag, and the next tag is going to give us $5. It will go up to 10 because we'll skip the blind, so it'll give us $20. That is actually a reasonable amount of money, but let's see if we have anything that we want to boost up. Now, it is worth mentioning that with the Turtle Bean, for example, it says it reduces every round. I'd have to check this, but I feel like if you skip it, it doesn't count against the round, but maybe I'm wrong about that. And I want to get these out of my hand. So and get money to go to a shop as opposed to earning money to not get to a shop until the boss. I kind of want to build up. All right, so what do we got? We have a 2. All right. We have some pretty good stuff here. We have a straight. Now, we could enhance a card to a wild card, which I like. Now, if I go by suit, by the way, I could advance, like, I could just make the Ace of Hearts a wild, and then we'd have a flush. For example. And then I could also make, I have a full house though, which if you look at the info, full house is better than a flush. I could also use this on my King of Diamonds to make it wild. This just gives us a bunch of flexibility for finding flushes, which is cool. But instead, what I think I'm going to do is go by rank, and we're just going to go 10, 10, 10. And then, you know, I could do this. I could keep the Ace of Spades behind to try to get a flush, but the problem is, or at least the Ace of Diamonds because it's wild, I'd have to play the 9. So I'm just going to do this. And we win right away just because, you know, a full house is great. All right, cash out for $6. Okay. Those are some planet cards we could get. This is more tarot cards, sure. This wants us to buy booster packs, though. And I like that idea. Flush. Okay. So I think I might actually buy Jupiter for flush. This is great for the full house, but we've been getting the wild cards, so flush is a little more likely for us. And I'll buy this first, see what we get, see what happens. And when this did proc, so we got the ability to enhance it to a gold card. And so of these, none of these have a special treatment, so I'll just take the face card. And now we have more queens. And I'll go ahead and just buy the planet. All right, wonderful. And we will go to the next round. We got no cash. So we got to get into a match so that we can use the devil card to give a gold card. Now, normally with gold card, because it's $3 if you hold it in your hand at the end of the round, you want to put it on the low card that you're never going to use. However, we have this raised fist. So what this means is that we actually want to get rid of low cards, so we kind of want to put this on a little bit slightly higher card than we normally would. Now, we have 2 pair at the moment. We have some attempts at a straight, and we have 4 hearts to a flush. Okay, that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly use this on the 8 of diamonds, because that's a great multiplier. And then I'm going to just chuck everything that's lower than the 8 that's not a heart right now, including everything else. All right, so we got the heart. Now we got this 3 of hearts, so we got to play this so that we go up to a 4. Now remember, because this guy is holographic, everything is very easy for us right now. This is beautiful for getting us money. Now, end of round means like you have to win and have this in your hand. So we're going to go this, 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 and this to get the most points possible and play the hand. So we're going to get an extra $3. And now we only have +1 hand size. So we're going to need to sell that turtle bean, but it did a good job for us. So we had 3 hands, $3. Base price was 4, and we earned 3 from the gold card. So all in all, we got $10. I love this one. So this Joker gives you +3 multiplier for every Joker card that you have. So it just scales up. I love having Jokers, and it's a huge boost. So I definitely want to buy this. I also like the idea of a standard pack with it. So I'm going to buy this. We got the green deck unlocked, which is great. And I'm going to buy this pack as well. Okay. So of these choices, we could get this. This has a treatment. It's a bonus card, so it gives you a bunch of extra chips if you play it, which doesn't feel very likely, but it's better than these cards. I don't want to hold this because of this card, but I'm incentivized to play it because it's a bonus card, so I'll take it. You can always look at your deck and be like, how many 2s do I have? I have 4. And the only thing extra I have right now are aces and queens, so this is just fine. And also you can look, how many clubs do I have? I have more clubs than anything else, so this would help me on flushes by taking it. I mean, now I'll have more clubs. I was kind of tied previously. All right. So let's just make sure this doesn't make our hand size less than normal, and let's go. So cards played previously this ante are debuffed. So we have to watch that, meaning like if we have duplicates of a card, they're going to be debuffed. Previously this ante. Oh, ante means the whole section. Okay, so, right. Luckily we only played like 2 hands, so we're not debuffing a ton. So let's sort by rank, see if we have anything close to a full house. We don't, so let's go back to suit. A club flush would be amazing, so let's get rid of the low cards like this, and I'll keep the queen. Okay, so we got a king, and we got the club flush. Unfortunately, we got this 3 of hearts, which stinks. I could try to get rid of it, but it's a little bit... I don't think it's necessary. Let's just play this. We're going to get a huge bonus here. Watch this. So this card really counts for 32, so the blue number is going to go up a ton. Then we get all of these multipliers. It's ridiculous. 3,000. Oh, okay. So the bean actually just disappears. So I could have sold it before it did that, or just used the benefit, which is what we did. Interesting. Okay. Well, Now this is less because we don't have enough jokers, and I'd love more jokers. I don't really like either of these planets, to be honest. 4 of a kind is so hard to get, and high card is like, I never play high card personally, unless maybe it's the beginning of the game or it's some kind of emergency. This is all cards are 25% off. Now, this is for the rest of the run, so that's pretty good. It's $10. So, like on a $4 pack, it makes it $3 left. Or it makes it $3 instead of $4. So you'd have to, buy 10 packs to get your money back on this, or some more expensive stuff. It's okay. But honestly, I'd rather have these with a chance of getting an extra tarot card right now. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a standard. Wow, look at that. It's foil, but it's glass. That's a shame. I still think it's worth it, even though it's glass. Now, hearts, we just have the regular number of hearts. But this is worth it. That's cool. And it did trigger that time. So we have, yes! So we can convert to diamonds to help us get flushes easier. And speaking of flushes, we've already leveled it up once. Let's do it again. Let's just keep going in for that. I think if you're a beginner, something like a flush is just so basic and easy to get that it's worth just aiming for as a target to try to build around. It's worth a lot of points. It's easy to conceptualize. You do have to watch out for bosses that hose the suit that you're going into, but we could get flushes with more than one suit, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the next round. We can get $15 after we win, or go ahead and fight. I'm going to fight. Alright, so this says we could convert 3 cards to diamonds. So we have 3 diamonds in our hand. Actually 4 with this. So I could just convert all of these to diamonds right now. Let me look at my... Yeah, I already have less spades than everything else. So it's okay to hit spades, especially... It's a shame, given the fact that I did all this treatment on this card. But I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to select this, this, and this, and use this. And then now, I could play this and this to use this and get 3 extra bucks. That's actually worth it, because one hand is $1 and this is $3. Now, I do have a straight flush, by the way, but if you look at run info, straight flush is actually up here, and it's better than our leveled up flush, so we still want to do it, but it's worth looking at that. So I'm going to play this and this, and just play this hand by itself. I'll keep 7, 8, 9, 10... Oh no, I don't have a straight flush. I lied, because I'll play the queen. I have 2 10s. Alright, we didn't get it, but we did get a full house, which is cool, but we'll just play this. Not bad. So we're really looking for a joker right now to help with our abstract joker, and this is not that great. Like, we could probably try to replace that at some point. Here we go. What's this? Played aces. This is very good. And then this says, yeah, this helps you sell. But this is common, but it's only $4. I could buy this and buy this. But if you look at our deck, we actually have 5 aces. So, and you're incentivized to play aces. So I'm just going to get this to make this stronger. And then I'm not going to buy the Celestial Pack, to be honest with you. I'm going to save my money. And what's this do? Rerolls to Boss Blind. So this is making it so you can't play clubs, which I do have a lot of clubs, and that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just go for diamonds or whatever, or hearts. So let's just select. All right. So just flip around your organization. We have an open-ended straight right here. We have a pair of threes. We have 3 clubs. I'm going to kick all these away. Hold on to this to try to hit a straight with a king or an 8. And then also we could try to hit some clubs. Okay. So now we have 4 clubs. So in this sense, we also have 3 diamonds actually. But I'm going to kick this back and this back and this back and even this. And let's just go. Let's get a club. Okay. So we did not get a club, but this is wild. So we could play this. I want to play this, though, to get the extra money. Like, I have no reason not to. This guy's going to help us out so much, by the way, because these are aces. So we get a ton of points just for no reason right there. We almost won just with a pair of aces. That's how wild this is getting. And we have a flush right now, so we'll just do it. It doesn't matter for us at the moment, but it is worth mentioning that there are some things that trigger off of your most played hand. So you might want to be trying to play a particular hand when it's inconsequential for that reason. Right now we don't care, but here we go. We got the interest. Now, it's worth noting we got interest even though we went into that with $4 because we cashed 3 with the ace during the round. We get the benefit of the interest at the end. So that's pretty sweet. So you could see in run info, you could see how many times you played each hand. We played a flush, for example, 7 times throughout this run. Okay, what's this? Yeah, it's good for 4 of a kind. Yeah, right. This is what I want, though. This is a Joker selection. So I'm going to open this, try to have this trigger. It did, which is sweet. That's so good. Mult cards are unbelievable. What do we got? Pair. Right. So, look at this. This is if you play a straight flush, which is ridiculous. Create a random spectral card. Right. Trying to shoot for a straight flush is funny. But look at this. Adds the number of times the poker hand has been played to the multiplier. So we've already played a flush 7 times. So if we keep trying to play flushes, we could just start adding that to the multiplier, which is pretty gross. So I'm going to get this one. And then I could buy a Celestial pack here if I want. Do I want that? No, I think I want to save up for standard packs right now and just go to the next round, get the interest. Let's go. So clubs are debuffed, as you can see. No big deal. We can, if we want, play them, but I'm just going to kick them out. You could see if we sort by suit, we do have 4 hearts already. So I'm going to get rid of this 6 as well. And just discard these. Okay, we got a flush. Now, with this flush, what we can do is make some cards that we have, mult cards. I hate to do it. We could go for a straight flush, which is hilarious, but no, we want to keep playing the flush because of this. I'm going to do it on this card and this card just because they're the highest ones I've got. I could put it on the diamonds. Actually, you know what? Even though it won't affect the outcome, I'm going to put it on the ace of diamonds. And I'm going to put it here just to affect the outcome. But we'll just do this. The ace of diamonds, I'm incentivized to play aces already. And it's a high card, so I'm going to be playing it. and we have a lot of diamonds. If you look at our deck, we have 13. We actually only have 8 hearts, so pumping this up was actually probably not smart. I should have done the jack of diamonds, but I wanted to try to win on this hand, potentially. So we're going to play the hand right now. This 3 of clubs is killing us for our multiplier, but it's okay. So we didn't win right there, which gives us a chance to see our cool ace that we can get money from. It is worth noting that the raised fist, it can't work. Like, this is not... You can't add the 3 here like you normally would because it's debuffed. So we definitely want to get rid of these. I win so easily right here that I'm just kind of messing around. Two pair, not bad. Play this, get rid of it. So a 10's our lowest. So we'll win right here. Easy peasy. Sweet. Okay. Do we want any of these jokers? This is +1 malt per hand played. -1 malt per discard. No thank you. Here's some standard packs though. So we will buy 1. We are of course looking to just push our agenda. This is a wild card, so this is great because it helps us with flushes. We also have a bunch of 2s anyway, so I'll select it. And I'm going to buy this one too. Trying to proc this guy. He did proc. Great. Woo! Good stuff. Alright, so what do we want? Well, this is for money. This is for... malt, but hearts are not our great suit, and we have a bunch of... We have 16 diamonds. We have 4 jacks. This is not special. We could convert cards to spades, which is a-okay. Actually, at this point, we're like doing well on everything. I think having some money is worthwhile. Oh, we got a new joker unlocked. Nice. Okay. So now we are halfway through the run. And we are basically in the spot where it's time for us to keep pushing at the end. Let's look at the water says start with 0 discards. So this is actually kind of brutal. We don't get to discard at all, so we're going to have to play the hands that we got. We have to get ready for that. And that'll be interesting as we continue our second run here in Balatro, learning how to play in this beginner's guide. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. In the next episode, we will go ahead and finish the run, either win or lose. We'll see what happens. Again, everyone, if you're familiar with the game and you want to share tips and tricks, I appreciate that. Just do so in a beginner-friendly way. And if you have any questions about the game, post those below, and I will do what I can to help you out. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.